C2C Stamping, and thank you for being flexible tonight. Marianne has been sick, and so we had to go to urgent care and get some more medication and try some different things. So anyways, so excited to be here, and I actually have something fun we're gonna do. So let me rotate us down, and I'm gonna make sure that I can find us over on my page. So let's just make sure that I can see things. Oh yeah, there we go. Excellent. All right. Okay, cool. We are ready to rock then. We're gonna do paper pumpkin tonight because the paper pumpkin that I got this month is so cute, and I wanted to make sure to show you. I know that some of you already subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, and that's great. If you don't subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, it would be great if you would, and if you would pick me as your demonstrator. It's also important to know that sometimes if you were a demonstrator and then you dropped and joined, there are some people who are actually like direct to Stampin' Up! With Paper Pumpkin. So no demonstrator is actually benefiting from your Paper Pumpkin subscription, because we do, it counts as like part of what we sell. And so if you want to have me as your demonstrator for Paper Pumpkin, all you have to do is email Stampin' Up! And say, hey, I subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, and I'd like Melissa Thomas to be my designated demonstrator, and then we can make that happen. I would love to grow my Paper Pumpkin business back. I miss all my Paper Pumpkin folks. And I still have someone who has been subscribing since it began, which is cool. I also know that a lot of folks tend to pause the May Paper Pumpkin because they think that it's going to be Father's Day cards. And I think that you're going to be surprised at how they're just really nice cards that aren't super feminine. They're featuring the new Country Woods Designer Series paper, which is really great. So I would say if you've paused your Paper Pumpkin for the month of May, I would reconsider it. I think the next couple months are going to be really nice. This was also a kit that I wasn't super impressed by, like the sneak peek images, and then I got it and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. So I'm super excited to bust into this and tackle this one with you. So let me grab my snips. Oops. I'll grab my snips and we're gonna look at this. I had a kit together today, and I had an extra one of these kits, and so somebody at my kit together made this today, and I was like, I'm so excited to play with that. I was like, I'm gonna make it tonight. It'll be great. All right, so if you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, you get everything you need to make the projects. You get the adhesives, they have the stamp set, they have the envelopes, and lately all of our envelopes have been very pretty. These all have rose gold on them, so these are all rose gold butterflies. These are gorgeous. Oh, this is Lost Lagoon, which is just a beautiful color. This one's already printed. I'm always here for you because it's printed in rose gold, which is really cool, and it's got these pieces that you can like pop out, and you can kind of curve a little bit so that the butterfly wings kind of can curve up a little bit. And I might use a bone folder to curve them so that they look, but it's kind of still, glued down in the middle. So this is really beautiful. So we're gonna grab some pieces, and then this is also speckled with rose gold. This kit was hard to appreciate how pretty it was. Like literally, I think every single piece has rose gold on it, which, I mean, is gorgeous. Yeah, like a brushed gold. I don't know, this is pretty. Ooh, those are pretty too. I think this is basic gray, also pretty. Oh, look at all these little butterflies. They're so cute. All right. Oh, wow. There are a ton of pretty pieces on this one. Oh, yeah. Look at those guys. All right. Well, I'm sure we're going to need some of those. And then they always have these blue dots that are fine. They're not my favorite. I like the glue dots on our roll a little bit better. The other thing the kit has now is, this is new for this year, is there's a really nice graphic stamp artwork so that you can actually read. So everything will be okay, surrounding you with love and sending loving thoughts your way. And then there's like this spatter, and then two what I would consider probably more artistic butterflies. What's nice about this is that you can store your stamp sets in here, and you'll be able to like store them, you know, in an envelope. I think they'll fit in, I think it fits in our clear. Yeah, it fits in our clear envelopes. So that's generally how I store all my Paper Pumpkin stamp sets, is in clear envelopes, and this is perfect. This will work for that. And it has the name of the kit. It doesn't have the month, so I'll probably write like, you know, March 2024 on here. But other than that, this is super useful. And then of course there's always instructions, which is great. And the pretty pictures of the kit. And then there's a video as well. So if you like videos and that's more your thing, then totally a possibility. So, all right, so this gray card, we're going to have this really pretty gold piece, and we're gonna have this. And so the, I need to crease this, and I don't know where my bone folder is, so this piece is going to go on here with some tear and tape, and they gave us some tear and tape, which is really nice. So we're going to put a couple strips of tear and tape on here. Just maybe a strip at the bottom and a strip at the top. Tear and tape is a pretty strong adhesive, so you're going to want to make sure that you're pretty well lined up before you know, do anything crazy here. And then you can just kind of, you know, bend these. This is actually pretty solid. The paper's pretty solid. So this is Basic Beige, which is a new Stampin' Up! Color, and they said that this kit would feature it. And so I thought it would be neat to see it because a lot of people haven't seen Basic Beige yet. And I think it's a pretty color. It's not very vanilla. It has more of a greenish tone to it, I would say. Okay, so that's like literally the easiest card that we've ever made. Ta-da, there we go. Glue, glue, and glue. Love it. But you can kind of see here, you know, it's got a greener undertone, right? And so your screen isn't off, my lighting's not off, like it really is kind of a greenish undertone. That's a beautiful card, and that was really easy, so check and done. All right. So let's see. The next card is the white one, and it's got this really cool Basic Beige piece on it. And we're gonna do a little bit of stamping. I'm gonna get some butterflies. So we're going to stamp a sentiment on here. And let's see, which one? Everything will be okay, surrounding you with love. All right. So let's get my block in. And this is kind of a wobbly, long sentiment, so we want to make sure that we, you know, set the sentiment down, and then we bring the ink to it. The ink is Basic Gray. So when I open my ink spots, I only open one side because that allows me to have kind of the full lid and base in order to hold on to. It makes it just a little bit easier. So we're gonna stamp there. Everything will be okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then the other one we need for the next one, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp while I've got my ink and everything out. Because I figure, you know, might as well get it done. All right. Oh, and the dog is acting crazy. Not surprising. So we had our kit together today, and a couple of folks who haven't been over to the studio came over. I'm really enjoying, I'm doing an open studio and a kit together every month now, and I'm really enjoying that folks get to come over who haven't been over, and that is totally stamped way off, and we're gonna try again. Thank God they gave us 4 of these. How is that fitting? Surround, oh, well that's because it's the wrong sentiment. Well, that's hilarious. Okay, never mind. I was like shocked. I was like, what? So anyways, it was funny because I got to meet George, and he is quite the character. He did good. He calmed down once they, you know, once they got in and stuff. But man, the first couple minutes, he is just dying. Like, he just wants to be part of the action. All right, so there we go. So we've got our piece. So for this one, we need a big butterfly, we need a little butterfly, and then we need, these also have gold on them, so we need a couple of these, which I just pulled this from the wrong pile, but that's fine. Nobody cares. All right. Cool. Okay. So we're going to use some tear and tape. So what's interesting about this is they're using tear and tape almost like they would like snail or, you know, seal. And I've never seen them do that in a kit. They were using mainly the little dots. And I mean, you know my feelings about all the dots. They're not my favorite. So we've got 1 butterfly, we've got 2 butterflies, we've got 3 butterflies. All right, and we've got this. And it looks like every single piece here is just flat, which is interesting. So this piece, and when you do the tear and tape, remember, pull it off from the side. Don't try to pull it off from the end or else you'll rip the whole piece up. So just pull it from the side and then you'll be able to get it off. So this is going, just like, yes. All right, this is going in this bottom quadrant. And I'm gonna kind of hold it up. I like to kind of do this and I'll put it, you know, so that I have to edge it and get it right where I want it. I think I want to put this up on dimensionals. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to double adhesive this situation. I want something popped up on dimensionals with this. All right, everything will be okay. And then we're going to lay down some of our little butterflies. So we've got this butterfly is kind of flying over here. And then we've got this butterfly is gonna go maybe here-ish. And then this one, he should be more like flying though. And then this guy is also gonna fly. So you can see they're kind of all flying, you know, in an upward-ish pattern. But maybe they all need to be adjusted a little bit. There we go. Okay. But now he needs to go up some too. Don't mind me. Haha. Okay, there we go. Nice. And I like that, you know, a few of their wings, right, aren't glued down. So we can get, you know, a little bit of, you know, dimension. Very pretty. Pretty card. All right. On the last one, we have this piece. So with this one, we're actually going to stamp the big butterfly on here too. Just kind of cool. I need, I think, a different block for that though. So So we've got some pre-printed butterflies on here, and then we're gonna add a stamped butterfly. And then on top of that, we're gonna add some of these little butterflies too. So this, and this has that really pretty Lost Lagoon piece. We're gonna pop this up all on dimensionals. Which I honestly think that, like, if your card ever looks unfinished, it's probably like just put some dimensionals. Hey Marlene, you're not late, you're just in time, you're perfect. I was late, and that's okay. Marianne's been sick and we've been trying to get her better. I had to take her to urgent care tonight though. Like, she just wasn't getting better fast enough. So she'd been on antibiotics for a week and they just weren't doing anything. All right, and then we've got our little sentiment. And then we're gonna add a whole lot of cute little butterflies. So we have a lot of little butterflies in here. So we're gonna add a gray one and a blue one and a white one and a pink one and another pink one. So this is fun. Now these guys, they're using the little dots with, and I will say that one of the best ways to get these dots up is to use the take your pick tool. And I actually like the pointer end. I like the spatula end for removing like adhesive and if I've glued something down and I want to get it back up. But the pointer is pretty great at removing these. So I can kind of push these down and then I'm just gonna pop the little paper off. And so I like to do it all at one time. So I like to like put them all on and then I like to pop them all off and then they'll be ready. So this is a time management trick. It's called batching. And so batching is cool because it helps you to get things done when you know, when you aren't like, you're not going back and forth from one task to the other. So I like batching. All right, and then this big one is gonna go kind of over here. I might have him go up a little bit different. And then this little pink one here. And this one. Look at that. Isn't that fun? That's a fun card. I like that. So 3 cards. The Paper Pumpkin kits make 9. So you get 3 out of here. They're definitely something like if you wanted to get Paper Pumpkin and share it with a friend, I think this is a great, like, you know, pull a neighbor in, pull a friend in, you know, share this experience because this is usually some beautiful crafting, but some really easy and simple crafting. So thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that. And these are really beautiful cards, but the ones that are coming out in May, they're going to be Masculine, Country Woods, some really nice wood grain paper. I actually have the paper. I can show you. Oh, yeah, let me go get it. Trying to flatten it. Hold on. Not you. Oh, George. Okay. So this is the Country Woods paper, and this is what is the inspiration for the Paper Pumpkin that we're going to get next this month. So beautiful wood grains. This one has a bit of the petal pink in it, but most of them are just really lovely, masculine looking, to me, beachy looking wood grains. So I'll be featuring some beach cards with this paper for sure. But I hope that you will get the May Paper Pumpkin, and you should check and see who your Paper Pumpkin is with, because a lot of people don't know that they don't have a demonstrator selected for Paper Pumpkins, and no one is getting credit for that, which is a shame. And then I wanted to show you, I found one of my mom's pieces of art. It's just on tracing paper, but it's so, so pretty. And so I've been trying to flatten it and get it, it was kind of bubbled and warped. And so I'm trying to get it flat so that maybe we can frame it. But I thought it was really, really pretty. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I look forward to making some fun stuff next week with you. Next week will be the new annual catalog, so we'll be doing an annual catalog launch, and I'll have some things to show you, some fun things to show you. We'll do a little catalog walkthrough. I'll show you some of the highlights, and I'm going to be working on making some samples this week. So it was lovely to see everybody. I'm going to put this up, and I'm going to say goodbye. It was so nice to see you, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye, y'all. See you later.